Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday to you. I pray that everybody is doing well on this Tuesday afternoon. It is about 12:37 Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday afternoon. This is more so of a lunch scope. I was supposed to come on earlier today to do a scope, but had some mommy duties, so I handled my mommy duties, and now I'm here. So gonna give everybody a moment or two to get in the room. I pray that everybody is doing well and that they're enjoying their day today, and that they're enjoying, the weather wherever you are. Whenever you do come in, be sure to give me those hearts. If you're watching the replay, please give me those hearts. If you are new to my scopes, please make sure that you let me know where you're coming in from, and where the state, city, and even the country where you're coming in from. So we're going to go ahead and begin and see people as they come on into the scope and take it from there. Hello, 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 everybody. I pray that you are doing well. Hello to you. I pray that you are doing well, and let me get myself situated here and that your day is going good. My name is Rhonda Watts-Robinson, also known as the Greatness Igniter, and I am a Christ-centered business elevation strategist. I'm also a life coach, a minister, and a mentor, and I help women get to their next level within their businesses, live out the legacy that God has called for them to live out, and fulfill the purpose, the God-ordained purpose that God has for them to fulfill. So today I wanted to come to you. I came a little earlier yesterday, and as I said yesterday, I'm going to be coming every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, I will be on in the mornings around, I would say 9 o'clock-ish, 9 or 10. Today I had some mommy duties to handle, and those of you who have babies know that, mommy duties always come first. But I'm just glad that if you're watching the replay, that you were able to catch the replay, and that you are able to get blessed by what God has given me to give. So I do have some information to give to you today. So I do want to say that if you would like to invite your followers, I invite you to invite your followers. This is going to be some great information for you and for those of you who are going to be watching the replay in regards of having a business or even wanting to start a business vision. I encourage you, if your list includes entrepreneurs or business owners, to share this out. Also, if you don't already have a notebook on my scope, we have our next level notebook, right? Because we're working to get to our next level in our businesses, our next level within our spiritual life, our next level within our relationships, right? So we're working to get to our next level. So I encourage you, whenever you come to my scopes, make sure that you have your next level notebook so that you are ready and prepared to take notes and take what you need to take. So today I wanted to talk to you about 10 reasons why your business isn't booming. Okay, 10 reasons. And I'm going to come to you today with 5 of those 10, and then tomorrow I'm going to give you the other 5. All right, but 10 reasons that your business isn't booming. And if you look up the definition of the word booming, what I mean by booming means having a period of great prosperity or rapid economic growth. And some synonyms for booming, flourishing, successful, okay, prosperous. Okay, so there you may have your business and you may be doing your passion and you may be doing the best that you feel that you can do right now in this season of your life. But, it's not booming. Okay, it's not flourishing in all areas. So there are some things that may be going on within your business that you are not even aware of, that you can fix, that are going to help elevate you to your next level. And as I said yesterday, I gave a little bit about my story yesterday, but just to let those of you know who are watching the replay and who get on later on, I was an English teacher for 10 years. I taught middle school and high school and college level English. And I taught overseas. I taught in, the United States for 10 years, and I absolutely loved it. But to make a long story short, when I got pregnant with my first daughter, I began to lose my passion for teaching in that setting because I was spending so much time, teaching and instilling in other people's children. And then when I got pregnant with my twins, God bless me with beautiful twins. They're now going on to, they're one, but 1.5, they're going on to. That is when I made the conscious choice to walk away from my teaching position and stay at home so that I could truly be the mother that I knew that I desired in my heart to be. And of course, no matter what your passions are, bills still have to be paid, right? So in the midst of that, I went before God and I asked God, I said, Lord, what is it you would have for me to do? What is my next step? What is my next season? Because I knew that my teaching season was up in the public school system. I said, what is it you would have for me to do? And God allowed for me to open up businesses. And I have been home for over 2 years. I have successful businesses, successful LLCs. I also have a nonprofit ministry as well. But I have successful LLCs, and I am glad to say that through the success within these LLCs, I've been able to stay at home and reap the benefits of being at home with my children and do what God has called for me to do in different fashions and ways. But I love to teach other women how they can get to that point within their lives and the things that they need to even do within their current businesses to make sure that they are flourishing in the way that they need to flourish. So 10 things. And we're going to do 5 today, and then tomorrow I'm going to come to you with the other 5, okay? But 10 things that may be causing your business not to boom or not to, as I said, flourish or be as successful as you want or be as prosperous. The first thing, okay, you are not clear on your target person. You are not clear on your target person. Notice I said a target person, not a target audience. Okay, a lot of times when we start businesses, we want to reach everybody. Okay, and I can only speak from my experience. I know for me, when I received my life and my business coaching certification, I came out very naive, thinking I was going to change the world. Okay, and that's all good and dandy, but the facts are, okay, there is a target person for you to reach, okay? There is a target woman, man for you to reach. There is a particular age group for you to reach. Your message is not meant for everyone. And oftentimes what happens is we try to reach too many people and we reach no one. Okay, so it's very important that you are clear not only on who your target audience is, but on who your target person is. And your target person would be somebody that you are passionate about reaching. For example, my target person is women, Christian women between the ages of about 25 to about 55. And, they are people who are goal-oriented women who have a desire to grow so that they can create a legacy within their family and to leave a legacy for their children. Their desire is to be the best that they can be and fulfill the purpose that God has called for them to fulfill. They're go-getters, like myself, meaning that they will do what they need to do and put action, because the Bible says that faith without works is dead. So they will put action behind what they say, okay? So that is the first reason, okay? You are not clear on your target person. All right. The second reason that your business may not be booming is because you're working from passion versus working for profit. This is a big one. You're working from passion versus working from profit. And as I said, I can only speak for myself, okay? But there was a point, actually, I would say for the first almost year of my business, me being a minister since 2004, I am always very passionate about what I do. But I found myself working from passion more so than working from profit. And what happened was the passion was there. And yes, people were getting blessed, but I was not being blessed profitably. Okay. And what you have to do is you have to find that median between your passion, your purpose, and the profit. Okay, you have to be able to also make sure that not only are you running a passionate business, but you're running a profitable business. Okay, and as I said, this is something that I had to go through in the beginning. I was touching lives and doing, my life coaching and my business coaching, but I wasn't being as profitable as I could have been. And it comes with a change of mindset. It comes with a change of mindset about your worth. It comes with a change of mindset about even, the abundant life that God has in store for you. Okay. People will pay you, okay, for your gift, but you have to demand that. Okay. And if they don't reach your standards, then they aren't your target audience. Plain and simple. Okay. All right. So the third thing that you must make sure that is done to make sure that you have a booming business, or what the third reason that your business may not be booming at the moment, is because you're not being authentically you. Okay. You're not being authentically you. Understand that there is a certain person for you to reach. God has already ordained for people for you to reach through your life, through your story, through your experiences. Okay. There are a lot of coaches out there. There are a lot of teachers out there. There are a lot of business owners out there. What makes you stand out? What makes somebody want to buy from you? Why would somebody want to work with you? Okay. And one of the mistakes that many of us make as business owners, definitely those of us who are starting in business, is we want to, research and look at those individuals who have been in the game for a while. But the thing about it is, you can't compare your beginning to their middle. Okay. We don't want to say the end, because, we don't want to claim that it's the end. We can always better ourselves, but you don't want to compare your beginning to their middle. Okay. There is something that is within you that is unique, that is authentic, that only you can portray to other people. And you have to learn how to tap into it. You're not meant to be the next person that's already doing it like they're doing it. Okay. What may work for somebody else is not always going to work for you. You have to learn to tap into what God has called for you to tap into. And oftentimes your pain, okay, oftentimes your pain point, okay, is what makes you authentic to the game. All right. So really quick, I just want to recap those three before we go on to the next two. So the first one, you aren't clear on your target person. Okay. Second, you're working from passion versus working for profit. Very, very important. You have to find that median ground. And lastly, you're not being authentically you. Okay, there are a lot of people who probably are out there doing the same thing that you're doing. What makes you authentic to the game? What can you bring to the table that is different than everybody else? Okay, for example, myself, I am, like I said, I am a business elevation strategist. I'm a life coach, a minister, and a mentor. But I base my business principles, okay, along with all of the training that I've had and my life experience. I base mine on Christ-centered principles, right? I base mine on what it is that God has done for me and what it says within the Bible. So that is what makes me authentic to my trade, to my game, okay? Number 4, you're not hitting the pain point of your prospective clientele. This is a big one. You're not hitting the pain point of your prospective clientele. Okay, so people want to buy not necessarily what they need, but what they want. People will buy when you hit a pain point, okay? People will buy from you when they realize that it's something that is going to make them feel good, or even make them, make their children feel good, or make those around them feel good, okay? It's not even so much what they need. And oftentimes we may introduce ourselves as what we do, but how are you hitting the pain point of your prospective client? What is the pain point that you're reaching? Okay, how is what you're selling going to solve a problem for them? Okay, for example, if you're selling jewelry, how is selling jewelry going to solve a pain point for them? You have to find out what your clientele, what your prospective clients really feel about what they're struggling with, okay? And I struggled with this myself, because when I first became a strategist and a coach, I knew what my people needed, and what I did was I gave them what they needed, not what they wanted, okay? And what happens is when you do that, you miss out on opportunities. You give them what they want, and when giving them what they want, you give them what they need, okay? And then the last point for today, why your business isn't booming. It's not your time, okay? It's not your time. You know, a lot of people get on Periscope. I hear them say, you know, you got to change your mindset. You got to do all this stuff. Okay, what if you've already done that? Okay, the Bible says there is a time and there's a season for everything. If you're just starting a business tomorrow, you can't expect for it to start booming the next day necessarily, okay? If you're just starting, or even within a week, it takes a lot of work. Entrepreneurship and business ownership is not for everybody. It is not easy, okay? But it takes time. It takes trial and error. It takes getting out there and putting your gifts and tapping into your gifts and finding the audience who is going to take to your gifts, so that they understand the value of what you have to offer, okay? You know, and it's also about having a strategic plan. There's a saying that says, and don't quote me on this one, but there's a saying that says, those who plan to fail, or those who fail to plan to fail. Okay? Those who fail to plan to fail. You have to have a strategic plan going forth, okay, so that you know where you're headed. You know, the Bible says, without a vision, the people perish. What is your vision? Okay, what are you doing going forth? So it may not be your time yet. You just got to keep pushing. You just got to keep going. If you know that God gave you that vision, if you know that God has called you to do what He has called for you to do, then you keep going, okay? You look at individuals, you know, a lot of times social media can really be deceiving, because social media always shows you, or even TV always shows you the end of where people end up. Right? It shows you the glam and the glitz. It doesn't show you the dirty work. Okay? Even think about Puff Daddy, right? Puff Daddy used to sell newspapers. Let's keep it all the way real, right? He used to sell newspapers. All right? So you got to do what you got to do to get where you need to get to. That's just plain and simple. Okay, so it may not be your time, but you have to be prepared. So when your time comes, you have to have that strategic plan in place. All right, so let's go back and review five of the 10 things that cause your business, or why you may not be booming in your business right now. Number 1, you aren't clear on your target person. You aren't clear on your target person. Okay. Number 2, you're working from passion versus working for profit. You're working from passion versus working for profit. And number 3, you're not being authentically you. What are you going to bring to the game that's going to be different than everyone else? Okay. You're selling a product or you're selling a service that everybody else sells. What makes somebody want to buy from you? What can you add to the story that is different than what everyone else is doing? Okay. Number 4, you're not hitting the pain point of your prospective client. This is where the research comes in. Okay, it's great to put products out there, but do you really understand what your client needs? Do you understand what their wants are? Do you understand what they're going through? And then number 5, it's not your time. There's a time and there's a season for everything. And what I will say to that, if it's not your time yet, keep pushing because your time will come, and make sure that you have a strategic plan in place so that when it happens, you are ready. Okay, so I want to let you know that I am very, very excited. I am going to be launching my Proverbs 31 Profit Acceleration Academy later on this month, and I'm opening up the doors as of today for the pre-launch. You can go on the pre-launch waiting list so that when the launch stage does come out, you can go ahead and sign up if you feel that you chose to or choose to. All of these points we will be going over and so much more within this academy. And I call it the Proverbs 31 Profit Acceleration Academy because if you look at Proverbs 31 in the Bible, you see that that woman really, I mean, she was off the chain. She was bad. Okay, the Proverbs 31 woman, she was a wife. She worked out of her gifts. She was a business owner. I mean, boom, 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 boom. It's already laid out for you there. So we're going to be taking the principles from the Bible along with the principles of strategic learning how to run a profitable business so that we can increase the profit within your business, okay, and elevate you to the next level of greatness that God has for you. So I want to invite you to sign up for my pre-launch list, okay? You can go to bit.ly P31. Let me make sure I have it right here. I'm going to show it to you in the address. This is what it looks like here, okay? Are you a woman looking to accelerate the profits in your business God's way? All right, so it's bit.ly/P31 Academy Launch List. bit.ly/P31 Academy Launch List. And Academy is capital, you know, the A is capitalized, the L in launch is capitalized, the L in list is capitalized, and the P in P31 is capitalized. So P31 Academy Launch List, okay? This is really for women who are go-getters, who are sick of having a gift and know they have a gift, or even having a business or a business vision, and are not getting the profit from it that they know that they can get, and what God has already ordained for them within the Word. Okay, so you can go to my page here, get your name on the list so that when it does launch, you will be notified, because I will tell you this, I'm only taking a certain amount of women into this particular academy because I want to be able to really dive in and instill in them everything that God has called for me to instill in them in the way that He has called for me to instill in them. So again, it's bit.ly/P31 Academy Launch List, and it will bring you here. All right, so those are my 5 tips for today. I encourage you, if you are not following me, please go ahead and follow me. I will follow you back. Make sure that you be ready to tune in tomorrow. This scope is a little bit later than normal because I had mommy duties, and those of you who have children know that, you know, mommy duties come first, okay? So I will be back on tomorrow, same place, a little bit earlier, and we will be going over the remaining 5 reasons that many businesses are not booming. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.